Here we have another question of volume of the solid obtained by rotating the region y equal to 9 minus x square on 0 to 3 interval. On desmos.com, this is how the graph looks. If you notice, it's intersecting x-axis on 3, 0 and y-axis on 0, 9. So I'm going to draw this on my so we have the graph is a parabola like this. This point is 0, 9. Therefore, this coordinate is 9. And let's say this is 3, 0. Okay. We want to rotate the region of this parabola only from 0 to 3. So this is x0 and that is x3. So only region we want to rotate is this highlighted region of the parabola. We do not need to worry about the remaining parabola. Only part we need is this. So I'm going to erase all the other portion of the parabola except this. Over x-axis. So we are rotating it around x-axis. So your rotation is happening across x-axis. So first of all, first step is to draw a solid of rotation by rotating it around x-axis. That I can do by kind of drawing a mirror image of that curve in x-axis and shading that. You can show that this is a solid rotation by drawing a little rotation around here. Okay. Now we are using the cylindrical shell method. So how are you going to draw the cylindrical shell? In the region which was given, you take a small rectangle, you rotate it around the same axis of rotation. So that becomes your cylindrical shell. Okay. The volume, the method to calculate is circumference of your cylindrical shell times the height of your cylindrical shell. And if the axis of rotation is x-axis, you're going to integrate with respect to y. Okay. So to find the circumference, I need 2 pi times radius of the thing. So what is the radius of this cylinder? That is this part. If I have this point is on the graph, then this height should be y. Okay. And because I'm integrating with respect to y, I'm just writing y for my radius. Okay. So the radius is y here. Times we need height. The height of the cylinder is this portion. That is x. Okay. Now that point is on the graph and we need to write all the variables in y's term. We have the graph as y equal to 9 minus x square. Take x square on the other side. Therefore, x square is equal to 9 minus y. X is equal to square root of 9 minus y. That means my height, which is x, can be written as 9 minus y square root. So here we have 9 minus y and we are integrating it with respect to y. Because our integral is in terms of y, the limits of the definite integral will be in terms of y. So that is from 0 to 9. Our integral is from 0 to 9. So we need to find this integral now. This is the most important part of the question, to find the volume, to set it up as an integral. How are we going to find this integral? 2 pi can be just pulled out. Integral is from 0 to 9. Y square root of 9 minus y dy. This is not a straightforward power formula integral. This can be done using substitution. So for substitution, I'm going to put u is equal to 9 minus y. Du would be 9 minus y is integral, derivative is -1. So negative dy. That means dy can be replaced by negative du. Okay, so let's do the substitution. 2 pi integral. Now dy is replaced by negative du. Negative comes out. Square root of 9 minus y can be replaced by u. But the problem here is this is y here. We don't know what to put, right? So that is called back substitution. Y can be found back from our substitution. Y is equal to 9 minus u. This is called back substitution. Okay, so in place of y, I can write 9 minus u. Okay, also our integral had the limits, so we need to substitute the limits also. When y was 0, u should be 9 minus 0 is 9. Therefore, the lower limit is 9. Okay, when the upper limit is 9, when y is 9, u is 9 minus 9, which is 0. Therefore, the upper limit is 0. Okay, so we have this integral now we need to solve. First of all, we need to distribute the square root of u inside. What does that look like? Negative 2 pi integral from 9 to 0. 9 times square root of u minus u times square root of u du. 9 to 0, negative 2 pi. 9 square root of u can be written as u the power half minus u the power half, and u the power half can be written as u the power 3 by 2. Okay, with respect to u, we can do the integral now. 2u, we solve the integral. 9u 3 by 2 by 3 by 2 minus u 5 by 2 by 5 by 2, and the limits are from 9 to 0. Outside we had 5. Negative 2 pi. 9, this 3 by 2 can come 2 by 3 here. We're going to put upper limit minus the lower limit. When I put 0, everything is just going to turn 0. I don't need to write that. So when I put the 9, it's going to be 9 times 2 by 3 times 9 power 3 by 2 minus 2 by 5. This 5 by 2 flips and comes here. 9 power 5 by 2. You can use calculator to calculate that. It's going to be 648 by 5. So here is your whole picture of the cushion. Try to draw the solid first. Then the cylinder of the rotation is cylindrical shell is also having the same axis of rotation as the axis of rotation. Your volume should be circumference of the cylinder times height. Figure out the circumference by 2 pi r times radius, and then find the height. In this case, integral needed to be solved using substitution, which I did, and got the final answer.